let us start immediately with the first question. The first question that we often ask is the following: can you use project management skills in other professions? That is a wonderful question, and actually, thank you very much for asking that one. And there is a short and long answer to this one. Short answer is that absolutely you can, but this question deserves more attention, and let's see why the answer is resounding yes. So first, on a higher plane, project management is about organizing work and leading a people. So you have two huge areas that you can use in your even daily life, not to mention different professions. So let's cover first the first area of interest, organizing the work. So when you have something to be done, you need to know what needs to be done. What is your scope of work? What is your task? How you drill down your tasks? If you are building a home, how you are building this one idea into more manageable chunks. So how you divide building fundaments, building walls, building a roof, and then how you divide building a fundaments in more manageable chunks, and so on. So the first and the most important thing is analyzes what needs to be done. And often in project management, that is referred to as a backlog or a work diagram structure, but for now, that is of less importance. So the first fundamental skill of a project management is to analyze the work that needs to be done, and that is directly implementable into our daily life. We always have some work to be done, and we are always trying to understand what are the subtasks of it. Second important thing in project management is when these things can be done. What are dependencies between actions? What are durations of certain actions? Who will do or perform certain actions, and actually can they do it in that certain period of time? Taking again our house build as an example, you cannot build walls before you have fundaments. You cannot build a roof before you have walls. Very often mentioned example anyway. And also what is important, if you have people that are actually building these certain things, the first question is, are they available? So and many other areas come into so-called scheduling, so when things can be done. The next important thing in project management is risk analysis. So there is always a risk that you are taking by doing some action. So if again we return to our example with the house build, if you are building walls, then you need to choose, for example, between different materials. So you can probably choose between, let's make it a really basic example, between something that is more expensive material or less expensive material. Then you need to analyze what is the risk if you're choosing less expensive material. Is it heat isolation worse? Is it sound isolation worse? Is it or better, as a matter of fact, does it keep weight properly? Does it last enough? And so on. You can have different answers on those questions, but we need to analyze those risks, and that is a huge part of a project management. Then you have implementation of all of these of your plans. So you are putting things into reality. Then you have analyzes what is happening when something goes wrong, or issue management, and so on and so on. When you see on these simple examples that you are, as a professional, handling these areas inside the project management, it is easy to understand that these approaches, these skills are something that you can take with you regardless of an industry in which you work and regardless of area in which you work. So you can implement them in your private life, you can implement it in your professional life, you can implement it in non-governmental or governmental projects, and so on and so on. So the answer is really resounding yes. But that is only the first part of a project management. Second huge part of a project management is being a leader, being having a soft skills that you need to have in order to cooperate with people and lead a team. And it almost goes without the saying that practicing to understand your team members, practicing to listen, being humble, being able to say that you don't know everything, using a knowledge of another people, using team to reach a common goal is something that is applicable in almost every life area. You can practice it with your friends, you can practice it with your colleagues, you can practice it in any surroundings in which you are. And that is maybe the main reason why I really adore project management, because it gives you these skills that are both hard and soft skills that you can use in variety of activities across your lifespan. And what I would recommend is even to take some of the courses, basic courses of project management, in order even to understand and gain a little bit of these skills that you can use anywhere else. So the short answer on can you use project management skills in other professions is definitely yes, and the longer answer we just covered. So it is excellent question, and it really adds an importance to the whole area.